Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to Post Cologne. Today we're taking a look at Lattafa's Emeer. All right, so Emeer is from the house of Lattafa. It's an eau de parfum concentration, and you can pick this sucker up for $32 to $42 at various discounters. I'm gonna have links down in the description if you decide you want to check this one out. Also some coupon codes, save yourself $5, 5% off at various discounters if you decide you want to shop with them. The box presentation on this has gone to a whole new level for Lattafa. So from the outside, doesn't look like a whole lot, just kind of a nice shimmery gold style of box here. It's got this kind of plasticky metal emblem on the top there, name of the fragrance and all that. But this is where we get to the show. It opens this way, where we open up, and yes, those are LED lights that are sitting there. There is a little button here that turns those on. So perhaps a little gimmick. It also opens like this so you can get to your bottle a little bit better. I'm gonna blind myself here. But what do you guys think? Little overkill, little tacky. I kind of like ridiculous things like this. So box presentation on this, I'm gonna give full points just for going that extra mile, doing their thing, Lattafa. Bottle on this, also quite interesting. It's got a very kind of, the camera will focus, there we go. Interesting pattern going on here. It is kind of a cheapy plastic, so it does kind of add to the tackiness, to be quite honest, because it is that cheapy plastic. If this was a little bit more of a metal, then maybe you'd get some extra points, but overall, interesting looking bottle presentation. Cap on this is a plastic, but it's got some thickness to it, so it doesn't have like that fragile feel to it. And the atomizer on this is a nice atomizer, big wide puffs on this, goes a decent distance, will definitely get the job done. So overall presentation, I'm giving it full points. What do you guys think? Comment below. What do you guys rate the presentation on this? So if you were wondering what Lattafa's Emeer smells like, you've come to the right place, because I'm about to tell you. Some of the notes listed in this are a lemon, bergamot, juniper berry, clary sage, cardamom, white tea, olibanum, sandalwood, ambergris, cashmere, patchouli, and cedarwood. So let me tell you what I get from this fragrance. Some people have compared this to Clive Christian Town and Country. I haven't got my nose on that fragrance, so couldn't really tell you, but that's what a few people have mentioned. But again, let me tell you what I get from this fragrance. In the opening, you just get hit with those citruses. That lemon and that bergamot come forward really, really strong, sharp, lively, energetic. Has almost, the lemon in this has a bit of a candied kind of edge to it, almost kind of like a mentholated herbal style of lemon candy that comes through. And the bergamot in this just screams from the rooftop. The bergamot is very forward in this, and it's very loud. So if you're into bergamot, you're really gonna enjoy this one. But it is, like I said, the first 10 minutes of this, that's really what you're getting, is that bergamot with that lemon sitting in behind it. The juniper berries add this kind of nice, fresh, spicy touch to it. Little hint of some sweetness, but the clary sage adds that kind of herbaceousness to it, along with that white tea that comes in through the mid. So the white tea adds this nice kind of sweetness to it. It adds to that kind of herbal, herbaceous feel that goes onto it, and it balances off with those citruses really nice. So it kind of takes that sharp, really lively opening, and it just kind of softens it ever so slightly with that white tea that comes through with the clary sage as well. Really, really nice, like a lemon verbena, kind of like lemon herbal tea sort of vibe going on to it, with some nice fresh spices around the edges on this. Really enjoy the opening. Like I said, very summery, very bright, sharp style of opening. As this opens up a little bit more, the ambergris kind of adds this nice texture to it. So it gets this kind of ambery, fuzzy feel, almost kind of like a pinch of some salty mineral note that comes through, but it's more about that kind of tactile feel that comes through. So it warms it up ever so slightly, and it just adds a really nice texture that comes through that plays really nice with that kind of light, watery herbaceousness that comes through with those citruses. Those citruses stay from that opening pretty much to the dry down with that fresh, spicy aspect to it. So it's just a really interesting combination of different textures, those different scent profiles, and I'm really digging this one. As you get towards the dry down, it really moves into a bit more of a gentlemanly, kind of classy, masculine style with those woods coming through. So touches of some sandalwood, a little bit of that cedar as well that comes through. Some earthiness from the patchouli that comes in as well, but you're more picking up on those woods with those citruses, that herbaceous herbal feel as well, that kind of just rests on top of that cedarwood and that sandalwood. Just an overall really classy style of fragrance. So this does have a bit more of a mature sort of vibe going on to it. It's more of a gentlemanly sort of thing. This could be considered a unisex fragrance with the balance of the citrus and the sweet that goes on in this. I can see the ladies that could pull this off, but I do think it leans to the masculine side because of that fresh spice aspect that comes through, as well as those woods. Just kind of reminds me of just some dude on a yacht with the wind blowing in his face and his shirt unbuttoned a little bit. Just kind of has that kind of rich, classy feel, but also that kind of fun and playful side at the same point. But it is perfect for the summer. So overall, if you're looking for a nice citrusy herbal style of fragrance that has that kind of masculine edge to it with those woods that come through, and that nice kind of texture with that ambergris, that fuzziness texture that comes through, you might want to check this one out. So when it comes to the performance of Lattafa's Emeer, I think we have ourselves a beast mode fragrance here, to be quite honest. I've only worn this maybe about 5 times right now, but the projection on this is so loud in the beginning. Like I said, that bergamot just screams from the rooftop. But that kind of ambergris, that fuzzy texture that comes through with that little bit of a mineral note, that really pushes things off. Even when I had the test strip here and I had it in this room and I left and walked the dogs for a bit, came back, the first thing I smelled when I opened the door was this fragrance in like 2 rooms over. So really loud projection on this. I'd say for the first hour and a half, 2 hours, this really blasts off, especially when you get it into the heat. And in terms of longevity, I'm getting about 8 hours, and I was wearing this one in the high heat here. So typically when I'm wearing summer fragrances in the heat, 4-6 hours is, it'll burn off by that, but this just kind of kept going and going, and you get some on your clothing, and it did last into the next day. So I think even on kind of the milder spring days, this is just the longevity will be even better. So I'm stepping out on a ledge here, and I'm gonna give this a beast mode certification. I think this is a really good performing fragrance. Like I said, loud, and the longevity on this is fantastic. So performance, really impressed. So when it comes to the where and when, I think Lattafa's Emeer would be most appropriate. Spring, summer vibes through and through with this one, especially for the summertime. This just with those citruses that come through, that herbal herbaceousness that comes through with this one, and kind of the light touches of the woods, just kind of screams summer patio, hanging out at the beach, on your yacht if you have a yacht. I don't have a yacht, but I imagine this would do great because of that classy sort of element that goes on to this. Just through and through summer fragrance, but I do think this could work in the spring just as well. It just has that kind of fresh, invigorating sort of vibe going on to it. So that's where I think it'd be most appropriate. And in terms of occasions, I think you can wear this casually. I think you can wear this evenings out, dress it up, date night. I think this is very versatile across occasions. If you're gonna wear it to the office or even the gym, I would really dial this back quite a bit, like maybe 1-2 sprays at most, and kind of give yourself a little bit of time before you head out to that setting, because like I said, projection on this is very loud, and you might choke people out with that bergamot in the beginning, and overall with the fresh spicy aspect that comes through with this one, it might be a little overwhelming if you go crazy on the sprays, or if you just kind of spray and then walk through the door. So be a little bit careful if you're gonna go into kind of like an indoor close setting, because like I said, this is a pretty loud fragrance, but I do think it's quite versatile across occasions and just a perfect spring summer fragrance. So my overall thoughts on Lattafa's Emeer, I think you guys can probably pick up already that I am really enjoying this fragrance. I really like the scent profile on this. I love that citrusy, herbal sort of feel that goes on to it. I like those additional spices, that tactile feel that comes through, that kind of fuzziness, the little hint of that minerally style of ambergris that comes through. And the wood dried out on this one is really nice with that herbal, lemon verbena kind of sitting on top of it. I think this is a great, classy, mature, casual, fun style of fragrance for people who kind of enjoy the more mature scents out there. So it's not like your Paco Rabanne and Victus style of summer fragrance. It's got a little bit more of a mature side to it. Age doesn't matter, but if you're looking for kind of more of a gentlemanly sort of vibe, this is going to get you there for sure. Performance on this is fantastic. I'm really digging that I got a summer fragrance with the performance that this one is giving me right now. So overall, for $32, $42, I'm really happy I picked this up in my collection, and I'm really glad I got that box too. It's kind of gimmicky, but they knocked it out of the park in my opinion. Really enjoying this fragrance. If you're into that kind of scent profile and you're looking for something that can perform a little bit better, I think $32, $42, you're getting your money's worth, and this might be something you want to check out. That's Lattafa's Emeer. And I want to hear from you guys. What are some of your favorite summer fragrances from the House of Lattafa? Comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. I love getting your different recommendations, your hidden gems, different taste and scent profiles. Appreciate you. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I will see y'all next time.